750 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the International Wealth Builders Radio Show with your host, Dr. Sharon Barnes. I am so glad that you decided to tune in today to listen to the show, and I hope that you can stay plugged in during the entire hour. I have some very exciting news that I want to share with everyone, especially those thinking about selling their property here in the near future. So please stay tuned. Now, if you're a returning listener to my show, you know that for the past several months I have focused on accessory dwelling units, that I am really passionate about helping homeowners and investors, build accessory dwelling units, convert garages, use modular as accessory dwelling units, because across the nation we do have a severe housing shortage, and California has enacted some of the best legislation to avoid some of the barriers that used to keep us from building homes, to make affordable housing, to take care of our families better. And I know that after COVID, we've all started thinking about our living spaces a little bit differently. So I've been focusing on that, bringing local service providers, appraisers, contractors, lenders. We've had people that have been administrating the $40,000 grant for ADUs and so forth. And so everything has been centered around accessory dwelling unit. Well, today I want to expand a little bit because there are several reasons. The first reason is that in working with my accessory dwelling unit clients, a couple have brought to my attention that I kind of did them a disservice by not letting them know about the real estate services and resources that I have as an agent with Caldwell Banker Realty in Riverside. My DRE number is 01736937. And as a member of the Caldwell Banker family, I have an array of resources that can help sellers and buyers in their real estate transactions. But specifically today, I want to share the Revitalize program, a program that I have used to help several of my clients boost their sales price, net additional profits from their sales transaction. And in the ADU arena, as I work with families, I found that a majority of families are building accessory dwelling units in order to house parents or family members. And I would venture to say that at least 75% of my clients and people interested in accessory dwelling units that I've communicated with have been doing it for parents. And these parents usually have a home that they need to sell or that they're thinking about selling so they can either contribute to the construction of the ADU, or they can have a nest egg to start and secure this next phase of their life. And so as an ADU specialist, when I'm dealing with the homeowner about building this accessory dwelling unit, we've just been kind of focused on that. And we know that when we go out for a real estate project, whether it's to buy a house or build an accessory dwelling unit, the first thing that the lender says is that don't buy anything, don't change your financial status, don't go into any more debt. In fact, we usually have to utilize our liquid funds either as a down payment or to pay down debts to get qualified. And so we were kind of just focusing on the accessory dwelling unit. But what happened on the other side was that parents were selling their property as is, not putting any money into the property, accepting lowball offers, things that, they could have probably boosted up that price if they had some tools available. And so that's where it came in that I did not get on the bullhorn and tell my clients about the Revitalize program. Now, what is the Revitalize program? This program is exclusive with Caldwell Banker, where they have partnered with Angie, that is a nationwide service that has contractors and providers that can do home improvement projects and repairs. They cover over 500 categories of services that they can offer. So Caldwell Banker and Angie has teamed up where they can provide in our market up to $20,000 for a homeowner to fix their property up and get it ready for market. Now, this these funds do not require a credit check, does not have any interest, there's no hidden fees. You just have to work. You start the process by listing your property with a Caldwell Banker agent such as myself. So, when is the last time anyone offered you $20,000 without a credit check and then without interest to fix up something that you own and control? So that's one reason I am so excited about the Real Vitalize program. The second reason why I wanted to take this show to share this program with you is because as I work with especially buyers, I'm going into the multi-listing service that all realtors use, to list our properties. And I'm finding basically there's two categories of listings on the MLS right now. There are those turnkey rehab properties that we know investors have come in. They put in the new floors, they put in the new appliances, they've painted, they've taken care of the problems, and you can just visually just walking into this gorgeous home without a problem. On the other side, we have the ordinary sellers who, for some reason, whether it's life circumstances or relocation of a job or moving in with children or moving into an ADU, they need to sell their property. But with the expenses that we're incurring now, high interest rate, um, just the inflation, everything costs so much, is that they don't have the funds to fix up the property. They know that there have been repairs and those honeydews that they haven't gotten to, those home improvements that they know would make a difference in their property if they could only take care of them before they go to market, but they just don't have the resources to do so. And so they can't compete with the investor property. And so a lot of times the listings are either expiring or people are getting the lower prices for their homes, and it's not necessarily enough for them to either contribute to that accessory dwelling unit, relocate to another state. I mean, we all want extra money. So the Revitalize program, the beauty of that is that I've seen the program used by my clients several times where they can go in and we take care of those home improvements, repairs. We can take care of the buyer request repairs, the lender repairs, all of this, and they have been able to boost their sales price. The the top one that I've seen with my client was that we actually sold their home after utilizing the Revitalize program and investing approximately $20,000 into the property. We sold it for $20,000. I'm sorry, we sold it for $100,000 over the original listing price. And if we do the math, if we deduct the $20,000 investment, that means that my client netted $80,000 more after going through and utilizing the Revitalize program than he did if he would have just put it on the market initially. So I've had numerous success stories, and I'm excited that about 1:30, about the bottom of this hour, we're going to have one of my clients who's agreed to call in. We're going to walk through that revitalized process with her, get her feedback, get the results, and just see how it actually worked in real time. So I am so excited to share her story and so excited that she's agreed to join us. The third reason why I want to talk about the Revitalize program today, besides the $20,000 for the sellers to to fix up their home, is that in working with investors, I've also seen the Revitalize program used, especially in the area of fix and flips. Usually when we go in and an investor buys a property, they have a budget. They might go out, if they don't have cash, they go out and get a hard money loan. And then along the way, something comes up that takes us over budget, or in one case, we had an investor and there was a water leak on the property and did not actually become aware of the water leak until we got a $300 water bill on a vacant property. So that repair of upgrading the plumbing and dealing with that unexpected leak, was not in the budget. So little things like that have occurred, and so investors have been able to utilize the Revitalize program somewhat like another alternative to a bridge loan. Okay, so the other thing that happened, we had a property that the contractor had went through and did everything on their punch list and put the property on market as a fully rehab property. We had marketed, we were getting people in, but it just wasn't selling. And so we enrolled it in the Revitalize program, got a second opinion from another contractor who walked through and pointed out things that an unskilled, unknowing person would not necessarily have picked up or thought would impact the selling of that property. And we went through and we were able to utilize funds from the Revitalize program, and within 2 weeks the property sold for over 25,000 more than the list price. So I've seen it work. As I said, I haven't been doing a good justice of getting on the soapbox and telling everybody, but now it's so needed and it's mutually beneficial because it helps with our inventory. It helps the sellers move on to the next stage of their life or relocate and not have to come out of their pocket up front to get the best price or boost the price for their home. So I want to go into more of the benefits and the services that's covered under the Revitalize program, but I also want to let you know that I am so excited and passionate about how this program can help so many that I've made it very easy for you to get information, follow up, communicate with me on details about this program. You can simply go to getyour20ktoday.com, and there you can leave a message for me. You can tell me what area you're in. You will get a brochure email to you that will tell you the outline of the program and the requirements, and so you can share that with friends, family, or just read through it yourself and then reach out to me when you're ready to move forward. But the best way to take advantage of this $20,000 to fix up your property is to go to getyour20ktoday.com. So I'm just really excited to do that. I want to also let you know that this program is nationwide. So I am in Southern California. I service the area of the Inland Empire, which is combined counties of Riverside and San Bernardino, and I'm more centrally located. So I know, that I can't personally handle everyone's listing, but I am a member of Caldwell Banker Realty, and that is a international company. We have far-reaching network of over 100,000 agents, and so you can go to getyour20ktoday.com and tell me your address or your state, and I will be able to help you locate a realtor, call a banker realtor that can help you with the Revitalize program. Now, the Revitalize program is available throughout the U.S. except in North and South Dakota, Rhode Island, and Louisiana. Unfortunately, if you're in one of those locations, the Revitalize program is not available at this time. But other than that, we can reach out and help you nationwide. So again, go to getyour20ktoday.com. Now, I want you to just ponder as we go into commercial break. What type of renovations would you do if someone else was going to front the cost? Okay? When I come back after break, I will go into services that are covered, and we'll talk a little bit more about the benefits.
Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio Talk Show.
I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental property, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Hey guys, it's Damon, Mr. Foxy, Damon Hart, and I'm here with the real men of real estate. And I just want to say, hey, come and watch us this Sunday, 1 p.m. live, every Sunday. Okay, we're going to be on KCAA Radio, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM. If you got a minute, just tune in. We can't wait to have you here. I'm going to be there. If you can't make it on there, we're going to be at Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, or Android app on Building Solid Foundations channel. So tune in. You know what you got to do in the meantime. Keep it foxy.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing, and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Welcome back to the International Wealth Builders Radio Show with your host, Dr. Sharon Barnes. Today, I am talking about the Real Vitalize program by Coldwell Banker in partnership with Angie. And before the break, I just asked you to think about what type of renovations would you make if someone else was going to front the cost. The Revitalize program help you with home improvements and repairs that can prep your home for sale. And we know that a few little changes can make a big impact on your sales price. We want to improve the curb appeal, and we want to get buyers inside to buy your home for the best price. So the services that's available under the Revitalize program are very broad. We have done renovations including landscaping. We can declutter, we can help pack. We had one client who was relocating out of the state of California, and we helped them with packing and transportation. They would stage the pickup out in the garage. We went through the home and we identified the areas that they would need to do in order to boost their price. That included landscaping, new floors, painting. We upgraded the kitchen and the bathrooms. It was really an amazing job. And before we started working with that particular homeowner, he knew they needed to sell his home because they were planning to move out of state. But when I talked to him, he was expressing his frustration and trying to get contractors out to do the jobs that he, would like to get done before he put his house on the market. People wasn't showing up, they weren't on time, they didn't follow through. And so I told him about the Real Vitalize program, and I assured him that we wouldn't have those type of problems because Angie is a nationwide company. They vet their local representatives and contractors, and a lot of these companies rely on Angie for a good portion of their work, so they want 5-star reviews. And lo and behold, that is exactly what happened. When we identified the scope of work, enrolled with the Real Vitalize program, we had a project consultant assigned. So you get a project consultant who will reach out to local vetted contractors and service providers in every area that's represented on the scope of work, and then those people will contact us to walk through, to communicate with you, the homeowner. I am always there as your listing agent to walk through with you. Basically, the way it's worked in practicality is that I'm more like the on-site consultant and project manager, and we have the project consultant from Real Vitalize, who's always available. We're phone call, email. We have the contractors and the subcontractors that come out and do the job. But every step of the way, I'm with you. I'm only a phone call away, and my clients have utilized that. And again, I hope to hear from at least one of them on how they felt to have that type of personalized service as they went through the process. So you're never alone. And then when unexpected issues come up, I am there to help coordinate and negotiate with Real Vitalize and with the contractors to get the best price and the best resolution to the problem, and to stay within budget as best that we can, and to make sure that in the end, when the project is done, that we will get the best price that the market can bear for the comparables in your property. So, some of the surprising things that we've been able to do, like I said, we upgraded the bathroom and the kitchen. This is on the list of one of the top 5 things that buyers say that must be done on their property. You know, when they're looking for a property to go in, the bathrooms and kitchens usually are the deciding point for the family. So upgrading those when they have not been upgraded or remodeled in years is a fantastic way to utilize the Revitalize program. And surprisingly or not, we can also buy appliances. So when we go into homes, the home might be in good shape and you have updated some things, but you haven't upgraded the kitchen appliances. You may have the old white stove that need to be replaced, and a refrigerator that doesn't have all the water dispensers and ice and all this stuff. You can actually buy appliances and have them installed under the Revitalize program. We can also upgrade plumbing and electrical, and basically take care of anything that is non-structural. Now, even though it's non-structural, I mean, we can't take out walls, we can't build the ADU, we can do all type of corrections, and we've even been able to do ceiling repairs and roof repairs under the Revitalize program. So we really have a broad range of how we can utilize that $20,000 with no credit check, no interest, no hidden fees. You do not pay anything until your home sells. And again, with most of my clients who have utilized the Revitalize program, they have sold their homes for more than the original list price, which cost them to net more than they would have without utilizing the program. So, again, we're going to front the cost to help you boost your home price. The other thing that is needed a lot of times when we move is the moving service, which I mentioned that one of the clients had used. And sometimes we have things around the yard, so we have hauling and junk hauling and decluttering, and we can actually hire, packers to come up and pack for you if some people are not physically able to actually pack up their home and get in a position to vacate the property. So it can help you with in all stages of the move and the relocation. The other thing is that when we utilize the Revitalize program, it starts, like I said, with listing your property for sale with a Caldwell Banker agent like myself. Now, once we have the property listed and we do our initial walkthrough and get a basic scope of what we like to do and how we can boost your property up, one of the first things that I recommend to my clients is to get a pre-sale inspection. So we are familiar with the fact when the home buyers go in and they do a home inspection after their offer gets accepted. Well, that's kind of midway the transaction, and then things start coming up that we didn't know about, like the unforeseen leak, the plumbing and electrical not being in compliant with the current ordinances and so forth. And so getting a pre-sale inspection really will give you a good picture of the condition of your home and how we should allocate the funds for repairs. So we can go in and take care of all the health and safety issues. We can take care of plumbing and major systems in the house, and then we can take um, those leftover funds and actually, spruce it up with the paint and doing different things. But we don't want to spend the money by putting everything that make the house look nice and floors and new paint and appliances only to get down and have a major electrical problem when the buyer's home inspector comes in. And so getting started with the home inspection is the best way to really assess the condition of your home, how we can utilize the funds and get a budget to boost your sales price to the highest possible. It's also work with investors because we utilized the home inspection report and we found out that we had foundational problems, which are structural, that Revitalize did not cover. We also found that the home was so far out of compliance with electrical and plumbing that it would be unobtainable for the sellers to put the money necessary into the property to make it a turnkey for the average family or consumer to come in and buy it. So they decided that it was in fact an investment property, and we were able to price it as such and sell it to an investor who actually came in and did all that work. We disclosed everything, so it was properly priced. They made a nice profit, and we actually was able to sell that house and move on to the next transaction within 2 weeks. So it is really a great tool and the best way, in my opinion, to start with utilizing the Revitalize program, and so you can properly allocate that $20,000. Now, I will tell you a little secret because earlier I mentioned that the Revitalize program is available nationwide, except in North Dakota, South Dakota, Rhode Island, and Louisiana. But we know that real estate, the value of real estate and the transactions vary from location to location. And so there are markets that have properties that are much higher in price and value than in the Inland Empire. So the Revitalize program does have kind of a sliding scale. In my area, $20,000 is the average that my clients have been able to obtain from the program. But the program can go up to $50,000. So that's a big difference, and it depends on the market and the brokerage that you work with. Also, there is no minimum or maximum house value required. So if you have a property that we're putting on the market in California that's, let's say, it's hard to find anything under $500,000. So if it's $500,000, you can enroll it in the Revitalize program. If it's 250, you can still enroll in the Revitalize program. If it's 2 million, you can enroll it in the Revitalize program. So there's no minimum value, and we at Caldwell Banker deal with luxury homes, international, multi-million dollar homes, and so you can always utilize this program for the home that you're looking to sell. And you say, okay, why would a multi-million dollar home need the Revitalize program? Well, the way that a lot of people have used it is for staging, it's for deep cleaning, it's for depersonalizing the property so that the potential buyers see themselves in it and not just a reflection of you. So there are needs for sellers to put money into property, even though they're gorgeous multi-million dollar properties, and so the Revitalize program can be used for that as well. So the benefits again is that there's no interest, no markup, no credit check. You just have to have the intent to sell your property on market, list it with a Caldwell Banker agent, and work with Angie certified vetted providers to get your property ready, and we will sell it for the best price within your market. So it's about 1:30. I'm going to take another break. And when I come back, I hope that my client, Tony, will be online with me to share with you her experience. So please stay tuned. Again, go to getyour20ktoday.com to get more information to connect with me about this program. Hi, Robin. Hi, Scotty. Anybody have any questions?
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations radio talk show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Hey guys, it's Damon, Mr. Foxy, Damon Hart, and I'm here with the real men of real estate. And I just want to say, hey, come and watch us this Sunday, 1 p.m. live, every Sunday. Okay, we're going to be on KCAA Radio, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM. If you got a minute, just tune in. We can't wait to have you here. I'm going to be there. If you can't make it on there, we're going to be at Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, or Android app on Building Solid Foundations channel. So tune in. You know what you got to do in the meantime. Keep it foxy.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Is she there? Okay, so I am back with the International Radio Show with your host, Dr. Sharon Barnes, and was hoping to have Tony on the line if she hasn't joined yet. So I'm going to continue. There is no minimum project price with the Revitalize program. So as I was talking before, Revitalize program give homeowners the upfront cost to prepare their property for sale without credit check, without interest, and without any hidden fees. And so someone asks, like, what happens if I don't need $20,000 or I don't utilize all the money? Number one, you only pay back what you use, and you're not obligated to use the funds. If you, like I was mentioning earlier, we had a pre-sale inspection, and with that pre-sale inspection, we decided it was an investor property, and we sold it to an investor. And so we only spent about $500 out of the revitalized budget, and the $500 was all the client had to pay back at the end when the property sold. So there's no obligation to spend all the money. And again, we tried not to spend it all up front because we want to have reserves available when the buyers do their home inspection and maybe have requests for repairs, or the lender sends out the appraiser and there are certain things that need to be done. So it can be utilized throughout the entire sales process. So I believe that Tony has joined us, and so I am.
Hello.
Hi, Tony. How are you doing?
Hi, Sharon. How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited to talk to you formally on the radio and share our story.
Oh, definitely.
To share our stories with others. So I was mentioning earlier, I mean, Tony, I know you've had a rough year. We were mentioning that yesterday. And again, last year, unfortunately, you lost your husband. And I'm so
Yes,
sorry for your loss. And we
thank
know
you.
that life situations occur. And during that time, you decided to sell your rental property, which had also served as your family home for years.
Yes.
And so, with that change in your life circumstances, I was so glad that you were referred to me and we were able to work together. Uh,
Oh, you have no idea how I was so glad to be referred to you.
Thank you so much. So I remember sitting down with you at the kitchen table and kind of going over the listing requirements and then talking about the Real Vitalize program that would allow you funds up front to deal with certain things that needed to be done in the house. Do you recall that? Do you have any
I,
comments on
I
that?
I do. I do recall that, and I do also recall that in the back of my head, I was just a little bit. Well, I was overwhelmed over everything, of course, but I
Yes.
wasn't quite sure um, how that was going to work because finances and going through so much. But as it progressed, as days went on, and you were right there every step of the way, I saw that they basically fronted the cost,
Yes.
and it was such a big help to me in every area of the sales of the sale of the house, in every
Oh,
aspect of it.
that
Yes,
yes, I just remember just walking through that with you, and I know it's such a critical time and everything. We had so much, but that's what I'm there for. Hold your hand. And we started off as clients and ended up friends, but
yes,
that's
and
the way it
boy, were
goes.
you and it was a real blessing for me because I had no idea what I was doing. My head was in a fog, and I wanted to do everything right, but I wasn't, so unsure of everything. And there was a lot of things that I learned in the process that I had no idea. I thought I was just going to have to shell out all this money to make repairs, and what am I going to do? How am I going to handle that? And I still have my own home, my main residence to take care of, and the kids, and it was a mess. But little by little, wow, I sometimes just sit back even now and think, gee whiz, it was amazing how everything came together, and you were there every step of the way, every little problem. And one thing I did learn from you, Sharon, was details matter.
Yes.
Details matter. I was thinking about the big stuff, and you were thinking about both. Oh, we can do this, we can do that, we can do everything. You don't have to front the cost. We can take care of everything, and everything was taken care of, even to the point of the people that you referred to do the
Yeah.
job, like Lionel Hicks. He's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Perry, all of them, they were outstanding.
Yes.
I believe, in fact, I know that Lionel and Perry, they were the main reason why the house passed inspection with flying colors. I really
Yes.
do.
Yes, we did have some great contractors
Oh gosh, they
and
were
those
wonderful.
and it's just interesting because those two gentlemen, the contractor Perry and Lionel, one of the handymen, is that they were local providers, and they were one had worked with me on another project, and another one had been
Mhm.
referred to me, and
Mhm.
so Angie at that time, we were still coming out of COVID and dealing with everything and having
Right.
supply chain issues, and so there was kind of difficulty in finding some local people, and so we were able to introduce them to the Angie program. They were onboarded, and they are now officially part of the Revitalize resource group
Mhm.
network. And again, it is just nice to be able to have a good professional team that not only works on one project, but we bring them from project to project, especially when we have sellers like you singing their praises and we know that they're doing a good job. They
Oh,
show
they
up.
they were outstanding, and as you know, because you were also um, the realtor that helped me purchase another home after I sold that home.
Yes.
We were again a team, and I'm using Lionel even now. He's there. I can't thank you enough for the referrals. I don't know where you got these people from, but they they were top notch. So the experience of selling that home was painful for me in some respects, but whew, good grief, you were a godsend, really, Sharon. I'm
Thank
not
you.
saying that as a friend, of course, we're friends, but I'm also saying that as you know, as
Yeah.
as an professional, as
Thank
you
you.
as a professional, everything was just right. I could call you for every little thing. You were so patient. You explained everything to me in detail because a lot of the rhetoric I didn't know. A lot of the things I
Right.
didn't know. You explained everything clearly, and you were there every step of the way, and I so appreciate that.
Thank you,
And
Tony.
the best part was, here comes the best part,
What?
drum roll. We never even put a sales sign up. It sold immediately. I love
Yes.
it. I still can't
Yes.
believe it. Did we not
Yeah.
list it on like a Tuesday and it sold like a Thursday or something?
Yeah, yeah.
And
We had the professional photographs done. We utilized the listing concierge we call a banker as well. But before we could have our first open house, we had it sold. People were begging us not even to have the open house because they didn't want the competition. So,
I know. And then we were supposed to have that open house on that Saturday.
right, right.
Right.
Yeah,
It was sold, I think, on a Wednesday or Thursday. It was a couple of days later,
yeah,
so I never even had a for sale sign in the house.
yes,
And
yes,
we encountered quite a few problems, like
yeah.
that
Yeah.
big area rug
Yeah,
fiasco.
yeah. I want to talk. I want to talk about that a little bit because, as I was saying in the last segment, that one of the first steps that I usually recommend to my clients is that we get a pre-home inspection. And so I
Yes,
remember the gentleman came and we were kind of just talking and letting him go around the house and do his thing and inspect everything. And then he came in and he said he was basically done. And he had some things he wanted to point out. Now, the part I remember, I mean, I know his report was like 75 pages, and I also remember him walking us down the hallway where the big, beautiful aerial rug was,
yes.
and he pulled back the rug, and what did we see?
We saw discoloration where no one
Yeah,
ever took the area rug off to mop the
yeah,
floor. And it
yeah,
wasn't just in the hallway, but it was a big, big squares
yes,
of it in the family room and in the living room.
yeah.
And then the little mat by the stove in the kitchen and the sink. Remember, they wouldn't come off.
Yeah, yeah, yes. We had
They
all
were stuck.
kind of problems, but that pre-sale inspection revealed a lot of things he pointed out, and so we were able to really just sit and think about the revitalized budget and where we would put it at. And
Yes,
so then we enrolled the property in revitalized, and we had enrolled it in revitalized. After getting the home inspection report, we had a contractor, a general contractor assigned to come through and walk and especially look at the main bathroom where we had
yes,
found the water damage in the
yes.
bedroom.
Behind the wall,
The
between the wall and the closet in the master bedroom.
right, and then
Remember?
the hallway floors were all cracked up under. Now this
Mm-hmm.
they were all cracked from water damage underneath the rug, and
Yes.
so the contractor came in, and I remember. I think you went into the bathroom and he got on the floor in the in the bedroom in the closet because he was trying to assess where the leak was and how bad it was
Oh, he
and
found
all.
out, didn't he?
And he said, "Turn on the water," and you turned
Oh,
on
he
the
found out.
water in the tub, and the contractor got up like he had took a shower. He was so
Yes.
wet because it just came through the wall. I mean, it was really bad.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was a mess. I was at that point. I was in disbelief. I said, "Oh my God, I'm never going to sell this house."
Yes, he was wet. It was just amazing. You turn on the water and it just came through the wall. So that leak, that wall had really just deteriorated. There was nothing there between the tub and the bedroom there, and
Right.
so we had to put quite a bit of the revitalized budget into that area, but we were able to update the bathroom and take care of that and replace the
Mhm.
shower. And you did get beautiful floors in the hallway. The contractor did his best to match the
Yes, he
flooring
did.
throughout
It
the
was perfect.
yeah, throughout it's hard, like you said, when you buy hardwood floors and laminate floors, it's hard to match them when they've been bought years apart. But
Yeah.
he did a great job at
Yes, he did.
matching, and it really made a difference, I believe, in the ability for us to sell it. It really showed really well.
Yes,
So
and we sold it for more. than the
Yes.
asking price.
Yes, I was looking. I think it was, we sold it for more than the asking price, and I think
Yes,
it was probably somewhere around 40, close 40 or 50,000 more than what we had originally thought we
yes,
could sell it for. And so
yes.
the Revitalize program basically paid for itself, and we were able to sell it, and you were able to move on. And so, I mean, I'm just really grateful that you allowed me to service you that way.
Oh, I it was the best thing that ever happened to me, really, especially at a time like that. And
Yeah.
I might add that you did it again because I
Yes.
purchased another piece of property not too long afterwards, and we
Yes.
encountered some more problems over here
Yes.
too. But we took everything was taken care of, and you were there every step of the way. And Lionel's here, one of the handymen that you referred to. He's just been absolutely wonderful. So everything panned out beautifully. Everything did. I'm so pleased and I'm so thankful, and it's a real honor for me to be talking to you about this now.
Oh, thank you, Tony. It's an honor. Like I said, I am so happy that you called in and was sharing your story with everyone. But again, we're just going through such difficult times with inflation, the cost of
Yes,
repairs, and
yes,
life happens. And when it
sure.
happens, and we have to sell, property or relocate and whatever, it's important to be able to have resources, and that's why I really wanted to share your story to let people know that there is hope out there.
There
There
is
are
hope and there is a way, and there
yeah,
is
and there's
and success,
resources.
and you can be very successful in the end. I mean, really, this was a miracle. It was a godsend. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Whew.
Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate you calling in. I'll talk to you soon, and you enjoy
Okay.
the rest of your weekend, okay?
Oh, I
Thank
will.
you.
Thank you so much,
All
Sharon.
right. Talk to you
Okay.
soon. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
So I'm going to take another break. That was Tony, one of my clients. We sold her property over in Paris, utilizing the Revitalize program. Again, if you know someone that needs that type of help, go to getyour20ktoday.com and reach out to me. I am here to serve. Stay with me. We'll be right back.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations radio talk show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate business and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Hey guys, it's Damon, Mr. Foxy, Damon Hart, and I'm here with the real men of real estate. And I just want to say, hey, come and watch us this Sunday, 1 p.m. live, every Sunday. Okay, we're going to be on KCAA Radio, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM. If you got a minute, just tune in. We can't wait to have you here. I'm going to be there. If you can't make it on there, we're going to be at Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, or Android app on Building Solid Foundations channel. So tune in. You know what you got to do in the meantime. Keep it foxy.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Welcome back to the International Wealth Builders Radio Show with your host, Dr. Sharon Barnes. This hour, I have been talking about the Real Vitalize program. a program with Caldwell Banker Realty and Angie, which gives you up to $20,000 to prepare your home for sale. And we had, at the last segment, we had one of my clients, Tony, call in. We sold her property last year in Paris, California, and she utilized the Revitalized program. And again, it was rental property. So as we had the pre-home inspection, there was issues that came up, a severe water leak in the main bathroom that her renters had not told her about. And we pulled back the oriental rug, and lo and behold, the flooring was all cracked and soaked and everything. And she was like, "Oh my God, why didn't they tell me?" But we were able to use the Real Vitalize, where she didn't have to pay any money up front, and the results was a upgraded bathroom, took care of all the water damage, even the drywall and closet area where we had to repair closets and so forth, because this leak had been going on for some time. So the Revitalize program is here. It's available nationwide. I can put you in contact with Caldwell Banker Realtors if you're out of my area, but otherwise you can reach out to me. And again, I want to make it very simple for you. If you've heard anything that interests you or you think would be of value to you or someone you know, go to getyour20ktoday.com and reach out to me. When you go to that website, you will get a full brochure on how to fix it up with no extra cost, with no cost up front, and it will go over a lot of the details that I discussed with you today. In addition to that, you will also be invited to upcoming webinars where you can jump on Zoom with me and ask questions about the program, about your property, about your specific location and market. And we will be having these webinars because we want to help increase our inventory on the market with this housing shortage. We want to empower the sellers to boost their sales price by taking care of home improvements and repairs that can help net them more money for their property when they sell. Life happens, and we do have to sell our property sometimes. So whether you're relocating locally, moving into an accessory dwelling unit, or moving out of state, the Revitalize program can help you and get you secure for your next stage of life. So, again, if there's any questions regarding the Revitalize program, please reach out. As I said, one client that moved out of state, we were able to utilize the Revitalize program and get him $100,000 over the original asking price. With Tony, who called in the last segment, we got her approximately $50,000 over the original asking price. And with my clients who had to sell property in Los Angeles, we did a home inspection report, and that home inspection revealed that this was truly an investor property. We were able to price it accordingly and get it sold within a matter of weeks. So the program can help you no matter what stage your home is in and what reason you have for selling. So please reach out to me, Dr. Sharon Barnes. You can connect with me on social media under ADU Advantage, under drsharonrealestate.com. And like I said today, at anything regarding Revitalize, please go to getyour20ktoday.com. Send me a message, reach out to me. I want you to go there so that I don't miss you in all the other chaos or information, that we can just come in and I can deal with you regarding the Revitalize program. Thanks all of you online for hanging out with me and listening. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you next month. Bye-bye.